Stop that. Good girl. So you just gave whoever was lucky enough to watch that a treat. No, I'm just kidding. Yes, we gave ourselves a treat. Oh my Lanta, it's not even 5:30 and it's on already. What's going on in this world? Well, I don't know. I got this shirt my wife got for me. Oh my God, it says I don't give a rat's ass. I thought it was a cute shirt. Anyhow, it's just me and you, diary. So I think I'll just go crazy on this train with you. Welcome to Miner's Madness. The madness of a man who thinks he's a miner. Oh, he's not. And that's okay. Kiwi, say hi. Anyhow, the other day me and Kiwi were hanging out and thinking. We're like, oh my laptop. It just said power off. Why would it power off if he's not charging? Let's find out. And that means you're probably coming through there. That means it probably sounds even worse. Oh, my laptop. Okay, well, we'll do it this way. Keep it short, simple, and sweet and to the point. For those of you who are just stopping by, thank you for stopping by. If you notice, somewhere on top of the chat, I have a pinned message. One of them is for today's video that I watched by Alan Watts. It's some channel I like, TNH. If I remember it, I remember it. But it's pinned right there at the top. And then after that video is another short video that you may enjoy or may not, but I think you will, especially if you pass it along and leave a comment. That's for a gold $5 from the Thrill of the Chase that I'm giving away as a random comment picker. Put it to the 14th random comment picker person. They will win that gold coin from the Thrill of the Chase in an effort to help raise awareness to mental health and suicide prevention. Now that we have a few people hanging out inside this train car of mine, well, it's still early. Look at that, by a couple minutes and I'm being eaten by a bird. I don't even know how it sounds from here to here without the earbuds, so, I mean, I guess we're going to take this ride and find out. Seeing as there's a few of you in the chat, again, thank you for stopping by. Let me know if the audio needs to go up, down, or somewhere else, and I'll try to accommodate for those that have hearing problems, kind of like me, because I'm deaf-ish. No, not really, not as deaf, you know. Kind of why like teaching her sign language and stuff like that is, oh my God, did you just, oh, we'll just wait, pass that on. You guys didn't see nothing. Anyhow, so what we got Transcendance and enlightenment, or as I spell it, in as in inside. Our own bodies create a light within ourselves, believe it or not. There's like something that, some kind of photon or something inside your body creates light, especially in your brain. It's weird stuff. If you learn about your body's dynamics and stuff, brain, energy, etc. And then what it meant, you know, what does that mean for you or for us? So when I say you, I mean you as in like you, me, as in me. I'm talking to myself in this diary. But if it's somebody else that you get that you know uses it, has an idea or perspective of what transcendence or enlightenment means, please leave a comment there in the chat and let's discuss it, because I think in life and in death we learn to understand the reality that our body perceives, the reality around us, and how it's interpreting, so that our thoughts can transcend beyond our physical bodies, you know, in case something happens, like death, that happens to everybody. So with that being said, we're gonna start rolling these wheels around. If I forgot to say anything, please forgive me. I really do ask for your forgiveness. If I offend thee, I ask for thee forgiveness too. But that's not our goal. The goal is to just share a little bit of what we're learning, what helped change our mindset, our lifestyle, and this just happened to be a little bit of it. So I hope you sit back, got yourself a drink, cocktail, or something, and we're gonna spend about 8 or 9 minutes watching this video. If you feel like it. If not, that's okay. This is just my universe I'm creating. Oh, good God! Stop eating me, please. I didn't do anything wrong. All right. Let's get. All right, so I want to turn this camera around. We're gonna see how quick I can zoom in and out and make you guys all nauseous and sick. You ready? Oh my! Let's. Here we go. Boom. Oh. 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 Oh, we need some more lift, Captain. More lift. All right, here we go. I don't even know if that looks fuzzy to you guys. If it does, oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, it's gonna go crooked. Oh, yeah, it's interesting. It's okay. You get the idea. You get what I'm trying to do. It ain't like I got a computer screen sitting there trying to do all this stuff and share this and that and the other thing, which is okay. You know, who doesn't like to learn something from a different perspective? And so with that, like I said, the video that we're about to watch is pinned at the top. The video after that is for your enjoyment later on. Let's get rocking. If the volume's too up or down, let me know. And if you hear something that is said from this person, feel free to throw it in the comments or chat here and let's discuss it. As I'm being eaten by this bird. Good God, man. Stop. Who do you think I am? Jeez.
A really virtuous person doesn't show his virtue. Well, there's a poem in Chinese which says, entering the forest, he doesn't disturb a blade of grass. Entering the water, he doesn't make a ripple. He looks very ordinary, and so his virtue can't be detected. He doesn't stink of virtue. So now, when it comes to Taoism, this is a point of view that becomes explicit in Chinese history. It used to be said that Lao Tzu was originally thought to have been a contemporary of Confucius, who lived between 600 and 500 BC. But the general weight of scholarly opinion today is that the Lao Tzu book is about 400. And the book is called the Tao Te Ching. And so Jing in Chinese means a classical book or scripture. Tao is usually translated the way, but I would prefer to call it the course of nature. And De means virtue, but in the sense that we use the word virtue when we say the healing virtue of a plant. And water is very often used by Lao Tzu to give the idea of Tao, because water always takes the line of least resistance. Water is very soft, and yet one of the strongest things in the world. You can chop water with a sword, but leave no wound. So what everybody wants to know then is how to acquire that great naturalness. How do you do it? Wu Wei. Wei means to act, to strain, to strive, or to interfere. And so the Taoist manner of life is Wu Wei. Don't force it. Always go with the stream. You may need to use a rudder, but don't ever go against the stream. If you are swimming and you're caught in a very strong current, you will be lost if you try to swim against it. You must swim with it and edge to the side. That's De, you see, that's magical power.
Duh.
But it all comes about through not using effort, not straining at anything, never straining. Once upon a time, a great choir master was in the presence of William Temple, one time Archbishop of Canterbury, teaching a group of slum children how to sing. And he asked them first to sing some song with which they were all familiar, and wanting to impress the Archbishop, they sang it very lustily, in a forced way, and it sounded terrible. Now he said, I want to show you something. There was present on this occasion a trained choir. And he said, now we're going to sing with this choir a song you people don't know, but listen to it. And the choir sang it very professionally. The choir master then turned to the group and said, now look, when you sing this song, the one thing you must not do is to try to sing it. You just think of the tune and let it sing itself. And they sang and did it very well. Now that's Taoism. That's Wu Wei. If you practice meditation, don't try to meditate. Like the choir was told not to try to sing. Don't force it. When you meditate, let your lungs breathe the way they want to breathe. Let your mind think anything it wants to think about. Don't try to repress thoughts. Let your eyes see whatever they're looking at. And let your ears, your eardrums vibrate to any oscillations there may be in the air. Let go. In a big storm, and life is a big storm all the time, you let go and you become like a cork on the water or a ping pong ball in a mountain stream. So that's the art of Taoism. That's the whole thing. That's Wu Wei. Gurdjieff used to set his students the exercise he called self-remembering. That is, constantly, all day long, be completely aware of what you're doing. Have your mind always on the immediate moment. Oh, and it's tough to do that. Get distracted. Till one fine day you realize, to your astonishment, there is no way at all of having your mind anywhere else but in the present moment. Because even when you think about the past or the future, you're doing it now, aren't you? And that results in a very curious transformation of consciousness. You feel that the present moment is flowing along and carrying you with it all the time. Just like the flow of the Tao. The flow of the Tao is what we would call the flow of the present. Taoism, form of Chinese philosophy which in subsequent years became most interested in science and in the study of nature. The Confucians never had any interest in science, but the Taoists were always observing natural phenomena, how they worked. They were interested above all in manual skills and using the Tao to perfect manual skills, the opposite number of Confucianism. For these two ways of thought lie at the roots of Chinese civilization, both of them having a kind of common origin in the Book of Changes, or the I Ching. It is a commentary on 64 symbols, which are made up of broken and unbroken lines. And this unbroken line is called Yang, and the broken line is called Yin. These hexagrams, as they're called in the I Ching, are made up of fundamentally two symbols, Yang, the positive, and Yin, the negative. Therefore, it's always understood that the Yang and the Yin are the explicit differences of an implicit unity. Yang and Yin seem to refer originally to the south and north sides of a mountain. The south side is the sunny side, the north side the shady side. And note that you cannot possibly have a one-sided mountain. So underneath the whole philosophy of China, there lies this recognition that the opposites go together, or as Lao Tzu puts it, when all the world understands beauty to be beautiful, there is already ugliness. When all the world understands goodness to be good, there is already evil. For to be and not to be arise mutually. Neither one is before or after the other. They come into being together. So now, when it comes to Taoism, this is a point of view that becomes explicit in Chinese history. So this Tao cannot be defined. That's basic. Just because it is the flow of nature, you can't capture it. You can't shut up wind in a box and expect it to be wind. You can't catch flowing water in a bucket, because the minute it's in the bucket, it's no longer flowing. And therefore, these lazy people achieved the most interesting results, because they were like water, which is lazy. It always seeks the line of least resistance. But that is almost the same thing as intelligent.
Da 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 da. Ba 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 da ba. Oh, my lantern. All right, let's see if we can't do this and screw this up. Oh, there you guys go. Oh, here we go. Hope you enjoyed that little video clip, because we sure did. So, for us, transcendence, in a sense, kind of means a progression, and how we're as how we progress through this life and possibly into the next life. Oh, that's the little puppy scratching at the door. Should I let the little puppy in? Hey, little puppy, where you at? Oh, whining outside. Give me 1 second. Dogs are important. Oh, he decided to run around to the other side. He's going around, which is good. He's learning to use that side door, that little guy. And so, part of that transcendence and that changing. If you haven't watched the movie, watch the movie Transcendance. I like that movie. It's a decent movie, and it's showing the possibilities of transforming a person's physical self into a digital realm via like a neural uplink that they use with the whole cab. Got a bunch of diodes and stuff coming off or whatever to read the brain waves, which is interesting. It's reading those electrical impulses through the skull so that it's figuring out what parts of your brains it's firing on, etc., etc. It got me thinking that, when you go on Facebook and you go on YouTube and TikTok and Instagram and Twitter and just anything you kind of do digitally, you go outside your house and you probably run into 5 or 6 Ring devices or other warning devices or other security cameras, and security cameras all over the place. And it's like your presence as you is literally being digitally created and copied with or without your consent. And when you do it, kind of like what I'm doing here, creating a video diary, I'm kind of transcending myself and my perspective into the digital realm so that it's now stored, And I think it's interesting because if what I think or believe happens after death is wrong, then at the very least, I have transcended in a way digitally so that other people can, see what has happened and transpired from who it doesn't really show who I was, but who I'm trying to gravitate towards from the people that I've learned to take positive things from and use them in my own toolbox. And so it's kind of, so that enlightenment. So how does transcendence and enlightenment work for me? It's when I'm studying and digging into history and the perspectives of all these different people and religions and spirituality and stuff like that, the physical and the metaphysical. It's interesting to know that your body alone creates electrical sparks inside your brain, which is an enclosed, encapsulated compartment. But there's enough spark that it creates light inside of you. Those are experiences that your body is producing and triggering inside your brain. So to take those electrical impulses and be able to run with it and do something with it by combining, you know, a perspective of past, present, and future, it helps me to flow a little easier through life in a sense, knowing that, you know, there ain't much around me that's, you know, physically changing all the time. Unlike a lot of people out there that are just, yeah, just a lot of people out there. There's so many people. Trains derailing. Jump off. No, I'm just kidding. Don't jump off yet. I got animals running around outside. It's okay. I'll herd them up later on. You get a little cat dish treat thingy, you shake it all of a sudden you're like the crazy cat neighborhood person. I'm just kidding. Not really, but kinda. No, kinda. Which is crazy because we got Kiwi. And Kiwi, who's just hanging out, has kind of been, for lack of a better word, a guide on how to have a better spatial awareness around me so that as I feel that I'm transcending, I can transcend in a good, positive way. And it's bouncing off of other people in other channels and stuff. And it's nice to see and encounter all the different things that are not of this world, that are what we call people. And so, yeah, that's kind of like, I don't know, transcendence and enlightenment. It just, I mean, what would those words mean to any of you that are hanging out inside this train cart? I mean, do those words have any type of resonance or meaning to you as a viewer or as a watcher? You know, down the road, I might watch this video and be like, what was I talking about? And then relook over something, change my perspective. Who knows? But it's interesting just to see how the chase community has progressed, how it's transcended past certain stages of the thrill of the chase. You know, how other channels have changed and gravitated, how they transcended from either having a negative vibe to them changing to a positive vibe, or a positive vibe changing to a negative. I mean, these are all different types of forms of transcendence and stuff. And I mean, again, it's just the hope and prospect of, I guess, beyond what we don't know and understand is kind of like what Forrest was writing inside of his book when he's sitting there alluding to death and what's going on past that, where our memory has never been before, because we as humans haven't known death until we take that phase. And so with the passing of family members that has happened lately, and other family members passed, none myself, thank you, my uncle, but that was during the, several months ago, but that was my great uncle. It leaves that prospect of hope in being able to think that you'll be able to rejoin other people that we've known and loved, and I think it's possible. I truly do. How? Can't quite explain it. It's just, I don't know. For me, it's thinking in terms of sound, energy, and vibration. This is a vibrational frequency that we're putting out, me and Kiwi, and we just hope it resonates out there for other people, like the water, like a drop in the water. And honestly, there's nothing to even gain or gather from this episode at all, except for to cause somebody to question, I guess, what they think transcendence and enlightenment means. Gaining knowledge is part of gaining understanding of your body and how the world works and how you work and etc. and how the mind works. And because people tell you the mind is a powerful thing, and if you think about it, it truly is. It's one of the most powerful things. Earlier today, talking on another YouTuber's channel about, we were mentioning about time and stuff, and oh my God, I seen it. See it. It was right there. Forgive me. There is a picture of what I was about to describe, and it just went completely blank. And that happens all the time. So don't worry. It'll come back when it gets important enough in my brain. But it just kind of triggered something of reflection, self-reflection, and legacies. Forrest wrote a book that left out a legacy of more than one different meanings or reasonings to us. And it's just interesting to see what other people have gathered and picked up or are continuing to search for. I mean, to give up because something was found doesn't mean everything else was found. There's still a whole bunch of other things out there to be discovered. And we just look forward to, I guess, seeing how, like I said, other people kind of gravitate towards, transcending themselves into a better person or a better lifestyle, a better family, a better, just a better mental being. Because I thought it was impossible to understand what happiness was. Yesterday was, a very happy day for me. I had the family over, the kids over, and it was a joy to sit there. And like I tell Cindy, the mental positive that I'm learning to deal with in life, I'm learning to let it outweigh the negative physical things that are happening. And your brain can trick you in the most mysterious ways. I mean, haven't you ever sat there and laid down on the couch and was like falling asleep, and all of a sudden you're like twitching and like falling off to the floor, like, oh my God, I just fell off a skyscraper. Oh, we're gonna die. All of a sudden it's like, whoa. We're still here. We ain't transcended. So let's, these videos are to help us to grow and be to be whatever. Because this is our universe, Kiwi. This is our universe. We appreciate you guys coming to our universe. We really do. And in case I missed it, which I probably didn't, but I'll say it again. There's two videos. One we watched earlier is linked at the top. And the second video that's linked at the top is also where you go to make a comment for your chance to win that coin for Forrest Fenn to throw the chase. And let's see. So there wasn't much else because somehow... Yeah, so I watched this Alan Watts video, and it just, triggered something inside of like, okay, this sounds familiar. This sounds something that you can take the words, use the words, and apply it to your life so that you can make change into a direction that is better suiting for you in individual sense and in the whole. And I thought I'd share that with people just in case, they might need some kind of words of different perspective. I like the way he tries to take that philosophical, metaphysical world and apply it to the physical world so it's easier and better to understand, I guess. And yeah, I just really wanted to share that with people. And so I guess with that... Oh, it's already almost a half hour. I'm tired because I did so much jaw-japping earlier on Why Must I Go's channel, which I appreciate you having us on, even with this little girl. And we've been trying to do some shorts and stuff of our training and whatnot. And we'll see how those go. If you do like the kind of content that me and Kiwi are trying to put out there or show, please let me know. Send us a video. Yes. So there's this, but you know what it means. And it's exactly what you just seen. I'm being used as a human toilet. And it don't feel good. Kiwi. She's so cute. She's such an adorable little bird. Come on now. How can you not like this little tennis ball sitting on my shoulder? I can sit here and just be like, watch her all day. Especially when she's sitting there, she gets so aggravated and irritated. She just starts chewing on your face and biting you and eating you and making you think that you're alive, which is a good thing. But if you like the kind of stuff that we're putting out there, like I said, there's shorts that are out there. There's these minor madness episodes, which I have no idea what they're about or what their intentions are. But I do appreciate the constructive criticism and thought that people share, if they ever do, seeing as how nobody really does. They come in, they leave, they're bringing their shadow, and then I see their shadow go. But they don't say who they are, and it's like, oh, Kiwi, I guess it's just me, you, and like 4, 5, 6, 10 other people. Which is okay, because we don't mind. Because we don't mind somebody checking out this diary. Oh, my Lanta, that must be my cue. So with that, I'm going to say, keep calm, treasure on, and somebody else go live tonight, because who knows? I got a robot that's going wild right now, and I got to go handle it. And so, yeah, with that, I say adieu, people. I got to go get that robot. I want to throw Kiwi on there. Oh, you guys want to see Kiwi fly? Oh, good. Oh, good. Oh, Kiwi, here. You want... All right. You're going to look at her perch, and then she's going to come flying right over. All right. Come here. Up. Get your ass up. See, like we were talking... somebody was talking the other day. And they had mentioned how their bird sister and says stuff. But trying to teach her that, keywords and then a double click signifies, you hear that sound, there's your action. So, Kiwi, I want you to perch. Good girl. Woohoo! That's my perching girl. And so with that, strut that stuff. Strut it. Show them wings. Ooh. So here she, ooh. 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 What are you, a tough girl? What? What do you mean, what? What do you mean, what? Can you come saddle up? I got the water bottle. Can you come saddle up? Oh, my Lanta. Well, you can't see me, but I got this water bottle that she does not particularly like, which is okay, because it makes for good training. Hi, Kiwi. So anyway, we appreciate you guys for stopping by and lending your ear. I'd call you all corn farmers. That's for sure. You know why? Because I got your ears. I got your ears. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, we look forward to seeing people at World Series of Fen. Look forward to seeing people at the function at Junction. Carter definitely looks forward to seeing somebody if she could pop her head up over the couch. There she is. Say hi. Kiwi, you say hi? No? Can you say... It was interesting. So, we had... but I give the longest goodbyes, which is okay, because then I'll abruptly end it, which is okay. Because that's just how universes work. Sometimes they're created, and then there's destroyed. But it was interesting, because yesterday, as our... Cindy's nephew was leaving, their son was quite interested, because I was showing Kiwi sign language for like couch and what doing. And so their son was like 5, 6, or 7, started repeating the sign language that I was showing Kiwi and showing his mom. And it was just really fun and interesting to see that whole thing transition like that. That a side action, an impassive action of, was not impassive action, but an action of showing Kiwi sign language that somebody else was learning, a little kid. So it was quite fun. Hi, Kiwi. Was dinner good with that dry chicken we had? Could have thrown it outside, built us another log cabin with it. Seriously, the chicken was bad. Well, don't get any ideas about this place. This place is locked down, secured like Fort Knox. Hi, Kiwi. As you can see, I got my alarm bird ready. And then she like turns into an attack bird too, so. With that, people, as I guess I try to always say is, with this transcendence and enlightenment idea of mine that I was just trying to share a little bit of and my thoughts and perspective, I will say keep calm and treasure on, and hopefully your own personal journey for enlightenment will help you transcend in yourself and in the minds of the people that you know and love. And then that way, everybody can be happy. Right, Kiwi? If not, they better figure it out, because this universe only lasts so long. I'll tell you what. All right, peeps. Who's going live next? Hop on and come visit you and see your aisle down on the Chase Marketplace. And we'll go from there, because it's only Monday. Can't wait to do a video with Kiwi for a short video for Hump Day, because she's a pervy bird. Aren't you a pervy bird? See, look at her. She knows exactly who's talking to her. Don't you, Kiwi? And she's like, huh? What? You say what doing? Say what doing? What happened? Jeremy was here. Is on. Oh, Jeremy. Hi, Jeremy. How you doing, Jeremy? Again, Trusted, thanks for coming by. Who else in chat? Oh, there's nobody else in chat. All I can say is thank you, Numbers. Thank you, Numbers, for coming by, because there's only one brave soul to sit there and talk to me, and I appreciate it. At least for today. There's a whole nother day coming along, which is tomorrow. Oh, so tomorrow, for those that are still hanging out, listening to me, the jaw jabbering, is Forest Fen, 9 Mile Hole, blah. Yay for me. And then some other word I put at the end of it, but I'll remember it tomorrow when I look at it. Anyhow, Kiwi, can you say later go? That's the whole point of my long going away was. So I teach in Kiwi that this is later, gator. Later, gator. And then, of course, this is Kiwi, but she can't see when it's so Kiwi to you. But Kiwi say, so say, you know, probably, I don't want to get in here too much, but, you know, say. It's funny because, like with Kiwi, if, I'm trying to sing karaoke with Kiwi so I can teach her to sing so she has good, beautiful voice. And so, you know, I'll do Daddy sing, and then I'll start singing to her, especially when she gets agitated, because she enjoys getting her mind preoccupied. But for now, Kiwi, we're going to say later, gator. I'm going to eat you up later, gator. Later, gators. You say what doing? What doing? Being a jackass, Dad. See? You know, Daddy's jackass. But it's okay, because IDAGRA. I don't give a rat's ass. Okay, people. Thanks for stopping by. Keep calm, treasure on. Kiwi, say later, gator. Later, gator. I'm just kidding. That was me. Lates, peeps.